So there I was, staring at my lifeless Google Ads account. I felt like it had just been pulled into some algorithmic abyss, and I thought I would never be able to crawl back out of this alive and be able to salvage my business. God, the horror. But there is a silver lining to this story. If you're watching this, your Google Ads account has probably been suspended, and you might be wondering, what can I do to get my Google Ads account back up and running without losing all of the hundreds or thousands,
billions and billions
of dollars you've already invested to the platform to build custom audiences and be able to reach them when you launch an ad? So step one, I panicked, just like any sane person would do. But after that, I took a big deep breath and I started reading why Google had suspended my ad account. And the first thing I did was check where was my traffic coming from. For me, this meant my Google ads for my YouTube channel, and it also meant checking my website. Immediately, I wanted to see, where was this traffic coming from? Was it coming from America and the UK, which is generally where I tend to market? Or was it coming from other countries like India, Pakistan, places that I don't generally tend to market to? And what I found was that I was getting traffic from loads of places. So I had to dig a little bit deeper and find out exactly where this was coming from. After digging a bit deeper, I had found that my videos were actually being shared on different parts of the internet. So all I had to do was take this information, grab a screenshot of it, and submit it to Google to show them that my traffic was authentic and it wasn't from bots. So that was step one. Check where your traffic is coming from. For me, this looked a little out of the norm. So what I did was go to my Google account and I turned on two-factor authentication, took a screenshot of it. That way I would have evidence to send to Google's ad support team, who is in charge of suspending and reinstating accounts. Next, I went into full Knox mode. I'm talking adware scanners, malware scanners, everything I could possibly think of. And I ran my website through every possible check because I wanted to make sure that people coming to my site were safe, and I also wanted to make sure that nobody was trying to hack and steal personal information. After running these malware scanners, spyware scanners, I also moved from the web and I started to look at my computer itself. I have a Mac, so this is not really a big deal for me. I don't have to worry about getting a virus, but I do have to worry about getting malware, and I do have to worry about getting trackers on my computer that could potentially hack my information. So I went through and ran all of these scanners, and I actually used one called Malwarebytes, and I do recommend it if you would like a bit more protection for your Mac. However, I will say, as somebody who used to sell Macs, and I would absolutely sell the hell out of them. I had a dude come in wanting to buy a $300 computer, and he left spending over $3,000 buying everything under the sun that was Apple. So I'm pretty Apple oriented, and I wanted this added level of security. That way, when I submitted my case to Google to get my Google Ads account reinstated, I wouldn't have any issues with them reinstating my account and allowing me to continue advertising my business. By the time I had finished, setting up my site, checking it, verifying it, making sure everything was clean, making sure my computer was fine, somebody was going to need to literally stick their fingerprint for biometrics in order to be able to enter my site or my YouTube channel. And this absolutely made Google feel very confident in my ability to keep your data safe, the people that come to my website, the people that work with me, and it also made them feel like I knew what I was doing. Once I had these clean reports under my belt and I had screenshots of them nestled tightly into my computer, I decided that I was going to sit and draft a very persuasive email to Google, because at the end of the day, they have the right to say, yes, you can advertise on my platform, or no, you can't. My God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? If you're a good marketer, and I suspect you are because you're watching this video, why not hit the like and subscribe button? That way you can see more videos every single week. Now, back to this letter. I sat down and I thought, what does Google actually want from me? Because circumventing, that is a reason to get suspended, but it is very, very broad. It could be any number of things. So I went through and looked at specifically what they had sent me. And it said that it had to do with website security and the landing pages that I was sending people to. That was a little strange to me because generally when I run ads, I just run them to YouTube videos. I don't generally run them to landing pages. So I had to go through and outline every single step that I took. This letter, by the time I had finished writing it, I felt like it was Sean Kivi's manifesto. I was ready to go, ship it to Google. All I had to do was wait. But what exactly did I include in that letter? I basically drafted a love letter that said I was in a romantic relationship with their security policies. I outlined all the steps I took, starting with scanning my website, starting with checking where my traffic was. I assured them that nobody else was running ads on my account. And when I thought it was beautiful, I packaged it up very nicely by adding in the screenshots of the malware checkers, of the security scans that I did on my website. And once this was all done, I decided
it is time to upload this to Google.
So with fingers crossed, I attached my screenshots like they were evidence in a murder trial and hoped that within the next 24 hours they would reach out to me and say,
Sean, your account has been unsuspended.
After all, I'm just sending a wish to the tech god saying, please allow me to continue doing what I'm doing. And I was very lucky in this instance because I got within 24 hours an email stating that my ads accounts were up and ready to go again. Now, in some instances, if you're running an agency, you can't do this with a personal ads account. So here's a pro tip for you. If you're running ads for other people, make sure you open an agency account on Google Ads Manager. Otherwise, you could very easily get nabbed for suspicious activity, circumventing Google security policies or Google advertising terms and conditions. When you do this, it's kind of like building an army of bodyguards around the ads that you're running. Google knows first and foremost that the companies you're involved with have somebody else working on their ads. So if they see something where you're running ads and somebody else is running ads, it's very easy to reach out to you, and it's very clear that your client should not be running ads because you're doing it for them. It's kind of like a safeguard, if you will. After I sent this off, I sat and I just waited. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this was one of the most nerve-wracking experiences in my life. Because I've been advertising my online English school for about 7 years and never had this happen. And yeah, all of these different things went through my mind. Are they going to believe me? Is my account just going to rot for the rest of eternity? But then, yeah, all of a sudden, I messaged my video editor, who is, I feel also a bit anxious, messaging me, hey, when's this going to happen? When's this going to happen? I felt like I was dropping a brick on his head, when I told him,
We gotta wait and see because this account's suspended.
but I was very lucky. They unsuspended my account, and that's probably one of the reasons why you're watching this video now. So, cue the hallelujahs, if you will. If you are just as happy as I am, and you think this video is helpful, drop a hallelujah in the comments below, because these are the exact steps I took. And I'm sharing them because I don't want you guys to have the same issue. So if your Google Ads account gets suspended, don't go cry in a corner like you just opened your credit card bill after a shopping spree. Just follow the simple steps that I outlined here or click the link in the description below. I'd love to help you if your ads account is suspended. And as you can see, I kind of know what I'm doing and I can walk you through the entire process or even do it for you. Because trust me, dealing with Google, you're gonna feel like you need someone who's been to hell and back and is in your corner rooting for you no matter what. That is all for this week's video. I know it's probably not what you were expecting, but at the end of the day, all of this is related to advertising. It's all related to marketing, and it's an experience that I had, and according to Google, many other people have had, because the moment I typed in how to unsuspend my Google Ads account, there were so many articles. So if you think this can help someone or you think this was helpful, please click that like button and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you here every single week. That is all for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.